Hey there, YouTube. Cheers. It is Sunday evening, December the 29th. Hope everyone had a good Christmas or Hanukkah or Kwanzaa or whatever it is that you celebrate. If you do celebrate the holidays, hope you enjoyed yourself. Maybe had some good time with your family. So thanks for sitting with me here for a little while. I haven't done a Let's Go for a Spin in a little while. It's been a couple of weeks. I have played plenty of records over the last couple of weeks, so I don't know. I guess I would just break it up into two videos. I don't want it to be too long. I just picked a few of the albums that I played over the last couple of weeks. Still had them out, so I'm just picking some now. I'll do another video or so probably on another day or two. Anyway, we're already in here, so let's get going. I hope everyone's doing well. A little cold here this evening, but otherwise doing well. So the first album that I've played within the last couple of weeks that I'll show is this great Eminem curtain call, The Hits. It's just simply a greatest hits collection for Eminem. This originally was released in 2005, chronicling the first few years of his career. I apologize, I have a bit of a runny nose. This is a 2014 reissue that I have. It's a gatefold album. I am not a huge fan of this gangster rap stuff, but I am a big fan of Eminem. He actually just released another album not long ago. I've heard it, and it's on my want list. It's available on vinyl. Priced I think it's a little over $40. I don't know that I want to spend that much on one record. I might do a CD. I'm not sure. I'm just, I don't want to get too far off the subject, but I think the price of vinyl is just getting a little bit too high. They're just pushing me out. There's certain things I'm just probably going to end up buying on CD moving forward, but that's another video. Anyway, great, great album. It's on this blue vinyl. Not sure what shade of blue they are calling it. Again, I'm a big Eminem fan. I do enjoy his music. Some of my favorite songs on this album is My Name Is. That was the first song I think I ever heard of by Eminem. My younger nephew played it back in the 90s when it came out. He just turned 40. Where is all the time gone? Anyway, Lose Yourself on here. Stand. I do like the song. As haunting as it is, I do like the song Stand. I for years I thought it was maybe a true story, but I read a few years ago it's not. But it was based on, I guess, after Eminem's first couple of albums, he was getting some pretty disturbing fan mail, people believing that he was doing the things that he was saying in his music, and they were going out and trying to emulate that. And so that was just his answer back to that. On here, there is a live version. I'm sorry, this is a double album, by the way. On here, there is a version of Stand with live with Elton John singing, which it's a weird combination, but it really does work in my opinion. Some other good stuff on here: Cleaning Out My Closet, When I'm Gone, Guilty Conscience, The Real Slim Shady, Without Me. I still remember when that came out. I was DJing. I didn't play a whole lot of rap music. I did play that one though. Great album. I really enjoyed. I've played this twice already over the last couple of weeks. I'm into it that much. Eminem Curtain Call, great album. Median price on this one is $24, but I think only one copy is was sold there. And again, this is a 2014 reissue that I have on the colored vinyl. The original pressings were on black vinyl. But again, great album, highly, highly recommended. The second album that I listened to over the last couple of weeks, this classic Buckingham Nicks. Great album from 1973. This version that I have is a reissue from 1978. It's the when they reissued it, they did it as a gatefold. I don't have the gatefold copy on that Polydor label. Side one is my favorite um, side on here. The song "Crystal." I really like that song. But everything on this album, I think, it's great. It's worth the hype to me, and I know this is just one of those rare albums. It's hard to get a copy of it, even though it was it was originally released in '73. It was reissued, I think, in '77, and again in '78 after Fleetwood Mac kind of took off. So there should be a lot of copies out there. Not sure why they're so scarce, but they are. I think this is a great Sunday kind of album to listen to. They put some great music together on this album. Um, I paid $40 for mine some time ago, and it gets more than that. The median price on this pressing that I have, the 1978 without the gatefold, is $50. I think the gatefold one it's more expensive, but this is good enough for me. Uh, great album, Buckingham Nicks. The next album that I listened to, this is Sting live at, I don't know how to say this, Bataclan. I'm not sure how to say that. This was a 2017 Record Store Day issue. It's only 6 songs on here. I consider it more of an EP. And I'm pretty sure this isn't the whole show. I don't know why there isn't more from that show on here. Great performance. He's got a live version of Every Breath You Take on here. And this one was recorded, uh, should have written it down. It says it on here somewhere. I thought I did. I don't see it. And I'm just wasting time now. But I know it's on here. It says when they recorded it. Anyway, I don't guess that's really all that important. Um, what is important is there's some great tunes on here. His version of Every Breath You Take, Englishman in New York, the reggae remix. His version of Message in a Bottle is great on here. I Can't Stop Thinking About You. Those are just some of the 6 songs that are on here. I think it was a great album. It's a great listen. Um, again, Sting live at Bataclan, Record Store Day 2017. Issue. The median price on this one is $9. It's only 6 songs, but to me, it's worth it. Great album. Anyway, moving fast. I'm trying to keep this as shorter as possible. Next album that I've played is Amy Winehouse, Lioness, Hidden Treasures. I've already uploaded a couple of songs from this album. I really like this photograph of her on the back. This she had the voice of an angel, a very tortured soul. Amy Winehouse. I mean, one of the most beautiful voices I think of our generation. I don't know that we'll ever have another Amy Winehouse. This is a gatefold album. This came out in 1979. See how skinny she was, wasting away to nothing. This came out, I think, shortly after her passing, because I think she passed 2010 or 11. It was subsequently reissued in 2017 or 18, but this is an early version. It's just on black black vinyl. Um, the songs that I uploaded on here were Tears Dry rather, and my favorite song on this album is Halftime. But there's some other great songs on here. Her version of the Ruby and the Romantics classic "Our Day Will Come." Valerie, her version of the Shirelles, "Will You Still Love Me Tomorrow?" Um, really beautiful, well sung. Best friends, right? I'm not even a fan of the song "The Girl from Ipanema." I liked her version on here. Her version of "A Song for You," the Donny Hathaway classic. She's got a duet on here with Tony Bennett, Body and Soul, great jazzy tune. She has the voice of an angel. Amy Winehouse, Lioness, Hidden Treasure. This is also available on CD if you don't want to spend the money for the vinyl pressing of this. This is, dare I say, uh, one of my favorite albums in my entire collection. Dare I say, and I will. It's that good. I'm a fan of all of Amy Winehouse's uh, music, though. She had just such a beautiful, beautiful voice. The median price on this is $30. It's a little bit pricey, even if you have to get it on CD, which I'm sure it's cheaper on CD. You need to hear that music, in my opinion. Excuse me. Next album, and I would love to see something modern day like this. The band, the Escorts. Are you familiar? All we need is another chance. This is this was a group that was comprised solely of inmates in the Rahway State Prison in New Jersey. George Kerr, one of the songwriters and producers from the Motown label, according to the liner notes, it took him about 3 years to put this project together. He started working on it in 1970. This album was released in '73. The Escorts recorded live at Rahway State Prison because it literally was. They were every member of the group was inmates at the time. Some for murder, some armed robbery. I completely in my heart believe that although some of our brothers and sisters committed some heinous crimes that are in prison today, but they are still talented, and I don't think that should negate their mistakes. We've all made them. Their mistakes should not negate their ability to put their talent on display and even profit from it. And so that's what this album is. They released two albums. This came out in '73. There was another one in '74. I did see on Discogs they had an album in '81 or '82, but I don't believe it's the same inmates from the original project. The gatefold shows George Kerr and his partner with some clippings from newspaper articles at the time. And this you can see in the upper right side the members of the group practicing, excuse me, getting ready to perform. Great album. They were very talented singers. Excuse me, it's my nose. I apologize. Got me sounding all nasally. This is on the Alethea uh, label. And so side two is my favorite on here. The only thing I don't like on here is on side one, they have a remake of By the Time I Get to Phoenix. And there's a lot of remakes on here. I didn't care for that. The side two, though, my favorite, they have a song, Look Over Your Shoulder. I think they did that song justice, written by George Kerr, as well as I'm So Glad I Found You, beautiful ballad, as is their version of the Miracles, Ooh Baby Baby. They sing the heck out of that song. Side one consists of intro, I'll Be Sweeter Tomorrow, By the Time I Get to Phoenix. Their version of third song, Little Green Apples, I did enjoy their version of that. And then the original tune, All We Need, is Another Chance. And so at the beginning of every song on here, they play a clip of an interview either with George Kerr or even some of the members of the group. Um, or a newscaster talking about um, this project. And so I would love to see a project like this even today. Um, Great album, great talented uh, group of entertainers. I really enjoyed this album. They have another album. It's a little bit pricey. And so it's on my want list. If the price comes down, I might get it. But for now, I'll just have to play this one. The median price on this album is $17. I paid less than that. I think I paid $10 for that. Great album. The next one is guitarist David T. Walker, Plum Happy. This album came out in 1970. I don't know if you can see it, but this the cover is really messed up. So few weeks ago, I bought a box of jazz albums from my local record store for really cheap. Um, some of the covers, and even the records were a little bit moldy. The covers on all of them were just beat up like this, but the records were in great condition. Some of them I did have to clean a little bit of mold off of them, and so I'm not taking this one out. For some of them, I do have something to separate them in the inside. I had never heard of this label before. Zia. I think this is the only album I have on that label, so I'm not going to take the cover out though. I did clean, but I do have respiratory issues. I don't want to take any chances. This is an absolutely great album. I think David T. Walker is absolutely one of the most underrated guitarists of our generations. He has a version on here of "Oh Happy Day" that I think sounds great. He's got a great version of "Come Together," "Lay Lady Lay," and then on side two he does the Jackson Five song. Not Jackson Five, but he's got a song "Blues for My Father." That's an original song that he wrote that I think is really great. And then the title track "Plum Happy." I got this mixed up. There's another album that I actually played of his where he did. I think it was "Never Can Say Goodbye." Different album though. This is great though. Um, Great album. I haven't had a chance to play all of the albums that I got in that box. I haven't even actually cleaned them all yet. It's a box still sitting in my car. I gotta come back and finish. I cleaned some of them. Um, the median price on that album is $50, so it's a bit pricey. I normally like to do lesser expensive songs, but just all of the stuff I chose for this one is a little bit pricey. But I think there were probably 20 or 25 albums in that box. He charged me $20 for it, so I mean I couldn't lose. Again, all of those records are really, with the exception of some, because some of those records they weren't sleeved in there, and some of those records had a little bit of water damage and mold, and so it got on everything. And so at the record store, he just put them all in sleeves, changed the inner sleeve, um, got them all together for me, and then I just brought them home, and I've been cleaning them a little bit at a time. Again, I don't want to breathe in too much of that mold, so I don't know, maybe 25, 30 albums in there. I've done maybe a third of them. I've got some more to do, but they were great, and that's a very expensive album, so I'm glad to get that one. And our time is far spent. Let me continue to go. I'm sorry. There's a little bit of gospel that I listened to this week. Lucy Rogers. This album came out in 1967 on the Checker label. This is a mono pressing promo copy on that Checker label. This is a really great gospel album. Um, Trying to remember, I think this is her only solo album, if I'm not mistaken. The lead song on here, "I Found a Friend," really great song. Um, what else was on here that I really liked? What could I do? Sign My Name on side two. "I'm Fighting for My Rights." "Days Past and Gone." her version of This Little Light of Mine on here is really nice. It's a great album. I did play a little bit of gospel over the last couple of weeks. Ooh, excuse me. This was one of them really great albums. Again, Lucy Rogers, Soul Sister. I'm sorry, Sister Soul. I kept that backwards. Medium price on this one is $24. It's a promo copy though, probably in a mono. It's available as a stereo pressing. I think it was a little bit cheaper. And then the 12-inch single that I did listen to was this great David Bowie, Let's Dance. This was a Record Store Day issue back in 2018, 2019. This is a demo version of um, Let's Dance. That was recorded, I think, in like December of 81, I want to say. Um, on the Liberty label. So one side is the Let's Dance demo version. I really do like it. And then there's a live version on the second side. David Bowie, Let's Dance. I still remember having this. Messed up the string. I still remember having this 45 as a kid. I do have the album that this is on. I haven't played it in years. I might have to dig that one out and listen to it. But I did enjoy this, the demo version of Let's Dance. David Bowie. All right. So we're already over 20 minutes in. I'm sorry. I didn't want it to take this long. Either way, thank you. So I will have another part to this later. I want to thank you again for watching and for spending a little bit of time with me. Excuse the unshaved look. I didn't feel like shaving this morning. So sorry. Anyway, cheers. Thank you for spending some time with me. Hope you have a wonderful day and a happy new year. Cheers.